everyone, it's Sanni. So I am going to do my long promised Asenta Skin review. I don't know how many times I've promised you guys that I was going to do it, but I have been using Ascenta Skin. Hold on, I'm just going to grab the product. I have been using Ascenta Skin, which is a skin supplement that you take internally for, I would say, about 6 months now. Anything that you take internally will take time to kind of build up in your system and for you to start seeing a difference. So I didn't want to do a review like within a month or two because I really sincerely don't think that that is going to be an honest review. So I've been waiting to do it, and I will tell you a little bit about the product, and then I'm going to tell you the difference that I have seen. I'll let you know their claims as well, and what I actually saw in my skin. But yeah, I'll tell you about the product. So Asenta Skin was introduced to me by the lovely Vicky Mina. She used to have a makeup channel called The Beauty GPS, but it's no longer active. And I just looked, Vicky, where are the videos gone? Unless you've opened them somewhere else, let me know. I miss your videos so much. She is a very talented, wonderful makeup artist from Halifax in Canada. And we had been corresponding, and I had seen her review of the product, and I was really interested. I am very much, I believe very much that what you take internally definitely shows externally. So it doesn't matter what skincare, how much makeup you put on, if you're not feeding your skin right, it's never going to be amazing. So I was really interested. I contacted her. She sent me some of the product because it's not available here in Europe. Now that's the big downside. But so she sent it to me, and then I started communicating. After a couple of months, I started communicating with the brand, and they were kind enough to send me some more so I could try it out and really see the benefits in my skin. Now, it comes in 2 different formats. It's capsules. I'll show you the size of them because this for me is always an important thing. So they are, you know, quite large. You take 2 in the morning, 2 at night, and then it also comes in a liquid format. And I have the this is the grapefruit tangerine flavor. And I prefer the pills, but it's completely personal, of course. So the main benefits are, and I'll read them to you from the screen just so that I, remember all of them. Boosts elasticity, increases firmness, restores skin tone. It also reduces roughness and redness, enhances hydration, and fights UV damage. Now, all of those are areas that I could do with some help, especially in the things that I was really interested in for me is not reduces roughness, but reduces redness, because I've got quite sensitive skin and I react to products quite easily. I react to weather really easily, and I really wanted to kind of build my skin tolerance, if that makes any sense. Another thing is enhances hydration. So dehydrated skin, you start getting little fine lines on it. When you got a combination like me, combination skin like me, you are forever like on a tightrope between over moisturizing, making your pores look too big because you've kind of added tons of moisturizing. But then if you don't moisturize enough, then you will get the fine lines, you will get all of that. Your skin will look dehydrated, it will lack glow. I was really interested in that, and I was really interested in fighting the UV damage because I do tend to get a little bit of pigmentation. It's worse in the summer, less in the winter, and I wanted something that I can take internally that will help this. So I was very interested in all of the claims. And for me, I think I must state that I am a vegetarian, so I don't eat any fish either. And one of the things that really, for me is difficult is omega-3, 6, and 9. And I have taken plant-based omegas. I haven't noticed much difference. I have taken fish-based omegas, and if you are a very, very strict vegetarian, I know you wouldn't even do that. For my own health, I do take those, but I completely stopped taking all of them while I was taking this, so I'm still not actually taking it. So the active, I'll refer to some of the things they say about the ingredients, but first of all, it has EPAs and DHAs, and those are fish-derived omega-3 oils. Now, they are both very, very anti-inflammatory, so thus kind of helping your skin cope with stuff. Inflammation, apparently they do reduce psoriasis and eczema as well. I don't have either, so I can't speak about that. And they are also, they help with damage caused by ultraviolet light, which I'm really interested in. So those are both fish-based. And then there's GLA, which is borage oil, and that is omega. And borage is a plant, and that specifically is helps in skin hydration and moisture, reducing dryness, itching, roughness, all of that. And then it has 3 more things, zeaxanthin, lutein, and vitamin D. Vitamin D we all kind of know about, and especially if you're living in the northern climate, you know, you are in danger of lacking vitamin D. So they have added vitamin D to the product. And also what they do say is that the vitamin D is a D3, not D2, which is far superior from D2. So make sure if you're just taking vitamin D supplements, make sure they're D3. As far as lutein goes, that is a marigold extract, and it decreases oxidization that interestingly, and I didn't actually know this. So zeaxanthin is from paprika, and it's a carotenoid, so like the stuff you get from carrots, and you cannot produce it in the body, and it must be consumed in your diet. And also it fights against skin redness caused by ultraviolet light, and it improves skin hydration and elasticity. All of these things are wonderful things that I'm really interested in. But for me, and this is completely bizarre, the first difference I noticed was improvement in my mood, which is weird. And I started researching that. And I actually think that it comes from, I am of Scandinavian origin. We are traditionally a fish-eating society. And I'm not getting enough omega oils. That's plain and simple. I don't eat fish, and a lot of people don't eat enough fish as it is, but especially apparently people that are of Scandinavian origin really need it. And fish oils really boost mood. It boosts your happiness quota, and that was the first thing I noticed. It was like I was taking a very natural, lovely, slight antidepressant, and that was amazing. That was like, I noticed it over maybe after a month or so, and I didn't immediately tie it into the supplements. When I started thinking about what had changed, all of that, I finally understood that it was these, and that is amazing. And so that was the first thing I noticed. Second thing I noticed was we went on an amazing holiday to the Maldives, and that is some intense sunlight, right? So I was wearing my normal Factor 50 sunscreen on my face. I don't actually believe that 70 or 100 is any better than 50. That's personal belief. It has not been proven by anybody. However, and we were pretty much at like the equator. The Maldives is really close to the equator. I hadn't been out in the sun almost at all. I'd been working all summer. I had no holiday whatsoever. I hadn't been out apart from, you know, morning sun or late afternoon. Like I hadn't been in like really bright sunshine, and I was in Paris, so it's never really like that intense anyways. However, I did not burn once, and this wasn't only my face, this was my body as well. I tanned beautifully. I was taking soybean oil as well to help me tan, so that always does help. But the UV damage that I normally get after a holiday, like my pigmentation on tops of my cheeks, and kind of like just here, like kind of where I frown, I get this weird pigmentation, was, I don't know percentage-wise exactly how much it would be. If I could compare a picture from the summer before to this summer, you know, maybe I would be able to, but I don't have like detailed photos of my pigmentation, I'm sorry. I was actually studying photos of myself without makeup and videos, but you can't get the exact kind of depth of it, but I would say it was 50% better. Like, without a doubt, I didn't get the pigmentation I was expecting to get, but I was like not gearing up to get, but you know, that I knew I was going to get. And that was one thing that I hadn't really I hadn't thought it would be such a difference, if that makes any sense. I understood that, you know, it will help with UV damage, but I didn't really expect it to be so visible. Like if you look at videos from last summer, I'll link one below where I talk about fading pigmentation. You can see the pigmentation in it because I'm not wearing any makeup. It can be like quite intense, not this last summer, the summer before. It can get quite intense. It does fade during the winter, but still, it is, you know, I don't like it. It's an issue. And this summer, it was nowhere near that bad. So that was amazing. And the very, very last thing that I noticed, and this would have been, like, it kind of gradually got better, and I really started thinking about it in kind of September, October time, was the overall quality of my skin is just better. It is, you know, I still have combination skin. It hasn't changed that in any way, but my skin can withstand more because I'm a makeup artist. I'm always trying on new stuff, and I bought tons of new stuff in New York. And usually when I'm kind of using a different foundation every day, different skincare, different everything, my skin does not like that. It breaks out, it gets red, and it just feels sensitive. And that didn't happen. Like my skin is, you know, withstanding stuff more. I'm not saying that all of a sudden it's perfect skin, you know. Hello, the wrinkles are still there. It's not a magic product that's gonna make, you know, your skin absolutely like a baby's bottom, amazing, amazing, amazing. But it's the things that we can do something about that it is helping with. So my skin feels more resilient, definitely. I can do a couple of more things to it that before would have really aggravated it. I am breaking out far less, and I feel like my breakouts, yeah, partly hormonal, but also it was irritation, and that is not happening. And yeah, it's just like a better version of my own skin. And yeah, so if you buy the pills expecting to have this, you know, 5-year-old skin, that unfortunately I don't think it's gonna happen to, I don't know, it might happen to you. Do let me know if it does. But it's just made my skin more resilient, definitely has boosted the hydration, and definitely it's just easier to deal with, I guess, would be what I would say. Now, so just as far as quantities, with the liquid, you take 1 teaspoon, and so my liquid is tangerine grapefruit. Let me just check if they have other flavors, because I'm not 100% sure. I can't find it on the site that they would. Oh well. So that's just what we're going to assume. So they have that as a new flavor. Now the reason why I don't take it is because even though the flavor is quite lovely, because I am vegetarian and I don't eat fish, I can actually taste the fish in it. My husband loves this. I mean, I do take it when I run out of these. Of course I take this. But, and also it's easier because you just take 1 teaspoon of it versus 4 of these soft gels. So I take 2 in the morning, 2 at night. And some people don't like swallowing pills this big. They're quite, you know, easy to swallow, but still, they're quite big. So it's kind of like completely up to you. They both retail in Canada, I think, at $80 each, and this is a 3-month supply, 1 jar. I guess this would be 3 months then as well, not 100% sure. Anyways, so the bad news is that they ship to America and Canada, North Americans only. There's all sorts of things with European Union laws, I'm sure, and I really want them to start shipping to Europe. So I apologize profusely. Anyone that's in Europe or elsewhere in the world, I am so sorry that I can't say that you guys can get this. Find a friend, do anything, get it. But North Americans, you're very lucky, you can have this, and my code MissMay27, you can get $10 off plus free shipping. So I'll put the code below as well, which is fantastic, of course. But yeah, like, just as a recap of the whole thing, I'm really happy, Vicky, that you introduced me to the product. It has been a lovely talking to the people at Asenta Skin about the product and my questions about it and things like that. They are fantastic. I'm sure they will answer all of your questions. I'll link their Twitter feeds and Facebooks below my mail. But I am super, super happy with the product. For me, apart from them not shipping to Europe from the website, that's the downside. Everything else is just amazing with the product. I intend on keeping up to date with it. Like, I intend to keep taking it. Absolutely no reason whatsoever for me to stop. And yeah, so this, all in all, super positive review, rave review, I think. And I have noticed a difference in my skin, and I am kicking myself that I didn't take like a really close-up picture, for example, of like my pigmentation and my skin tone after using a couple of different products, and when it was irritated and a little bit red, stuff like that. I'm kicking myself that I didn't take a picture, but I didn't, so I am really sorry. I can't show you that. The only thing you might be able to see is like the difference in the pigmentation, I guess. So because the last videos I did was me completely without makeup, and when you compare that to videos from the previous year of me without makeup, there's a pigmentation difference for sure. And last year I was using like hardcore acids to get rid of it as well, whereas now I'm just using 10% glycolic acid and it's fine. I use it anyways all over my face. But to cut a long story short, love the product. If you're using it, let me know your experiences with it. I would love to hear. And thank you so much, Asenta Skin, for sending me the products. I'm forever in debt for, and I'm forever in debt to Vicky for introducing it. Love you, girl. It's amazing. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'm gonna see you again next week. I'm thinking of doing a Vanessa Paradis in the 90s tutorial. Let me know if you'd like to see a kind of a 90s inspired tutorial. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.